Hey, ARESxGOD here, and yes, first of all, I'm bold again because why not? I just felt like it, and Gondor calls for aid. The beacons are lit over here, shining. But yeah, now this episode of Spy Family wasn't a very eventful episode. Again, funny shenanigans, the faces, the interactions between the family with the school. I had quite a lot of fun. But yeah, nothing really important happened into this episode. Just some funny scenarios, especially with Yor and at the school. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now we see this introduction, which apparently there's gonna be this big revenge plot against the Desmond family with a deal that the Gluman Pharmaceutics company had to go through, but somebody overhears something and we get a misunderstanding from here, which was quite funny. Apparently the Desmond family was making them go bankrupt. This was the misunderstanding, but we'll get to that. Now we also see back at school, the first half was focused quite a lot on the school and everything that's happened. It was like a normal day with a bit of shenanigans, and the second half with your adventures. Now at school we see Anya and Becky talking, with Anya saying that Lloyd is very strict and Becky still having that crush on Lloyd. Everything Lloyd does, Becky is more than okay with it. But I like how she is still compassionate towards Anya, saying it must be hard to have a strict parent. I'm actually curious, how is Becky gonna react if she ever comes face to face with the actual Lloyd? Now we have some Desmond showing off, cleaning the school with his rolling sweep with a broom. Almost chokes Anya and Becky with dust. Of course, reveling in his popularity after he got the star. Everybody around him. Anya still thinks that Becky still thinks that Anya has a crush on him. But this is where things get a bit more interesting. Anya overhears or uses her powers, saying that somebody hating Desmond, and this is where it ties in with the first scene we saw in the episode. We meet George Gluman, who has a bone to pick with Desmond. But also gotta give credit to Desmond what he said in this episode, and we'll get to that now. Also find out that George was the one responsible for the legendary spy that Lloyd went up against. He used his allowance to have the butler hire this amazing spy, totally the best spy in the world, to get back at the Desmond for ruining his family. Little did he know what exactly was happening. Even tries to get Desmond expelled with a cigarette butt, pretending Damien punched him. But what was important here a bit in this episode was the way Anya handled that entire situation. While Damien almost got in trouble, Anya came to his defense, saying, no, he didn't do it. That guy just tripped over. I really like her reputation, honestly. Even the teacher, no, I can't deal with her. She was the one that got some of the bad stars at the beginning of the year. No, Tonito, whatever they were called. No. Those eyes, they can see everything. How intimidating Anya can be for the teachers. So yeah, Damien gets saved by Anya, of course, blushing very, very hard, going in full-on denial. I didn't, no, I didn't need the way he was handling that right after. And of course, we have the confrontation, Damien versus George, with George coming clean, saying that his family is getting in trouble, is gonna go bankrupt because the Desmonds bought them out, and dealings with the business. Now, what I liked, like I said, what Damien said, very important. I wasn't expecting it to hear it from him. I thought he was just gonna go in full-on defense mode of the family. At first, he thought that his father wasn't gonna do something this evil, but the point he made I really liked. Don't drag me in adult business. And that's a very good point. While yes, even if his parents, Desmond company would have done something like this, he has no control, no knowledge, he can't do anything about it. But again, these are still just kids, you can't apply adult logic to kids, so of course they're gonna deal their own justice in the way that George tried here. But in the end, he says he just wants to save his family, and has a meltdown a bit, throwing trash all over the place, saying everything is meaningless. Also takes some advantage of his situation, while Damien tried to calm him down, saying he's gonna buy him some juice, thinking that George wouldn't want it, but George, I kind of want the juice in the end, and kept asking for more and more favors, even a stela on his chest. Well, like he was going to the execution chair over there. 1 day left on the planet. I want my last supper, my last wish, my bucket list, going through everything there. So they oblige, so to say, everybody helping him. Even you can hear the small violin there singing in the background while he kept asking for more and more favors, thinking that he's gonna go to the West and be a slave, that his life is over. And I really liked how Anya came in, just poor calmness there. Don't worry, the West is safe. And George thought, she has no idea, but she's still trying to calm me down. He finally understood that people cared about him, tried to help him, being nice to him, even though he had no idea what Anya was talking about. Even asks for a final song for the choral contest there to sing with them. Becky obliges, kind of gets everybody into the mood. They start singing, so even have a sort of a musical thing. And at the end of the day, Damien gives him some school supplies as a gift to even sell them if you ever gonna need them. Everybody comes in giving him whatever they could. But the most value gift that he got there would have saved his entire company, family, future generations, and everything moving forward. Anya, hey, I'm giving you this leaf I found on the side of the road. Deal with it. I love you, Anya. But yeah, this is where after that we see the misunderstanding that happened. The Gluman pharmaceutical company is not gonna go out of business, not going bankrupt. They just got bought out. Nice payday, saved by the Desmond family in fact there. And this is where he came to the realization that, yeah, I fucked up. How am I gonna go to school the next day? His father was like, yeah, did you finish your homework? You're going to school again. And just the entire world, his reaction there was like, yeah. Imagine going back to school after everything you've been through. You basically had your execution day. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. He actually has to go back to school, and walking on needles, on eggshells, it would be an understatement by the way he was acting going back there. Everybody was talking like, hey, this dude, he lied, he behind his back. Even Becky saying, they're gonna give everything back to us, and Damien on the other side gotta pay for the juice. So his reputation is in shambles, to say the least, back in school. So this was pretty much the first half, like at school days, but again, nothing really eventful happened. And with the second half, we see a bit of Anya sleeping again, and also Lloyd trying to wake her up, but of course she goes back to sleep, oversleeping. And she has to rush over. They do everything, food, they barely get her to the bus. But your things, again, another misunderstanding that Anya forgot something. We're not really shown what exactly it is, except towards the end. I liked how Yor's mind just went to the worst scenario. Like Lloyd said, if she ever does something again or she's late, she's gonna get punished. In Yor's mind, that meant she's gonna get expelled and gonna become a delinquent. And I really like the way they made delinquent Anya look there. Now she went in full on panic. I gotta catch a bus, try something, get there. but apparently she couldn't really get anything, and also the way she caught that flower pot that almost fell there, like, yeah, we're gonna have another superhuman your episode, apparently, because right after that she went full-on parkour ninja over building superhero movie. Daredevil would be a kid traversing the city there. I'm sure that yours has to be a superhuman. There's no way a normal human can do that. And also, she gets a reputation when she goes to school. The way she went up the wall there, Spider Woman, and that was my first instinct. Is that a Spider Woman? And even the kids, kind of rumors going around that there's this ghost Spider Woman. They actually called her Spider Woman. Going around school scaring people and stuff like. And one of the kids, it's not real, and he just looks in the window, in the window, sees her there, gets a panic attack. But yeah, your school shenanigans. She even tries to be a teacher, but kids swarm her with questions. She even finds the animals from the first few episodes back in part 1. I like how that bull or cow just bowed in respect. They're still remembering the kick that it got. But that entire thing almost starts another stampede. All of the animals going wild a bit there, and even Lloyd, seeing that Yor got there, even went again with misunderstandings. He thought he got discovered, everything is ruined. Yor knows what he's doing and all of that. Meanwhile, Anya and Yor kept missing each other until they finally come face to face. And we get the reveal of what Yor was going into this full-on panic to return to Anya. Her gym clothes, and she was sort of here, your gym clothes, and Anya was like, yeah, but I don't have any gym today. And the pat on the back. All that for nothing. Again, I love Anya, her faces, her reactions. Even Lloyd after that catching up to Yor, pretending he had some work around with a patient to check up on her, make sure everything is okay. And he actually did quite okay after he found out that Yor made a mistake. Yor still blaming herself, saying she's a bad mother, which she's not. She made a small mistake. Things like this happen, of course, in a comedic way. And he tried to cheer her up, calm her, even offered to have a lunch with her. So again, not a really eventful episode, besides Yor and Lloyd maybe having a lunch together, Anya getting a bit closer with Damien, and the misunderstandings episode, I guess. This was pretty much it. Not really a lot to go over with this episode. Hopefully we're gonna get more serious episodes moving forward. I feel like this was the least eventful episode we have had so far. Don't get me wrong, all of the shenanigans are nice, but I like when there's something more happening with the series, if you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm curious what you guys thought about the episode. Let me know in the comments below. Are you okay with more episodes like this? Do you like the other more serious episodes? And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Spy Family. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.